Let's open this bad boy up. So here's everything that comes in the box. We got our LED light. Let's open this up so I can show you all. 827 LM. You have your installation instructions right here, and then you have your 8500W user's guide. Right there we have the electronic lock. Comes with a template for your vertical track. When you go to install this thing, you're going to need these. Comes with an 880 LM wall button. It's got the digital display, motion detector. Right here are sensor brackets. For our safety sensors. It comes with one 893 Max transmitter, remote control. They send you some wall button wire if you have to run your own wire. There's our safety sensors. Here's our cable tension monitor. There's the coupler. Our bag of goodies, our pull rope. This little black bracket right here is what we attach to the machine, and this is how we fasten it to the surface. And it's got all our various nuts and bolts and screws that we're going to need. Comes with a battery backup. Last but not least, but this is all the stuff that comes in the box. Okay, well, I'm going to start with the safety sensors and the wall button. I just want to get all that stuff taken care of before I actually start putting the machine together. Okay, I'm going to start with the wall button first. You're going to need a pair of wire strippers. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. And then what we're going to want to do is bust open this bag. So once we get everything busted out of that bag, let's take this stuff and lay it to the side. Pull rope. Not going to need that yet. We'll take these anchors, these molly anchors, or whatever you call them. So now we're down to this. We're going to want this guy. And we're going to want, where are you at? There you are. We're going to want those two screws right there. Not those two with the point, but those two right there. Those are for an electrical box that's already mounted. So let's grab these two. Let's grab our stuff here and our wall button. Let's go over here. I'm just going to lay that stuff down real quick here. You're going to want to take one of these screws and we're going to put it in the very bottom here, the bottom hole of the box. Then I like to take all this wire. Let's go ahead and bunch it up. Just like that. Let's put it in the box. Let's take our wall button and we're going to attach it, and we're going to make sure that that fits pretty good. We don't want it too loose and we don't want it too tight. So see how I can wiggle it? That's telling me I need to tighten it up just a little bit. Tighten it up, until you get a nice little fit. It should just slide right on there and hold pretty stable. Alright, so that's on there. I can kind of show you how far I screwed that in. And then it just slips right on there. And once it's slipped on there, you know, it doesn't wiggle at all. So that way when we go to put that second one in, you can obviously tighten it up hand tight, and you know how tight you need to do the top one. It's just that bottom one, it takes a little fine tuning to get it perfect. Let's go ahead and take the button off, lay it to the side. And we're going to want to take this wire out, find the end of it. There it is. And we're going to want to, I don't know, about 3 inches down, we're going to strip that wire. Now we got 2 wires. So let's go ahead and strip down, you know, about, a good 3/4 of an inch or so.
Right on
each one. Like that. Twist the ends. Okay, so you should have something like this. Now let's go ahead and tuck the rest of that wire back here in the box. On the back of our wall button, you're going to see it says WR, white, red. You can see our wires are red and black. So the wire that we do have, we have a red, and we got a red. So we're just going to attach the red, and we're going to substitute the white with the black. So you're just going to loosen these guys up. There's red. Let's go black to white. There you go. Now let's go ahead and slip that wall button on there. Lift the lid open. And then take your last screw and put it in the top. Tighten it down. There you go. That's how you do the wall button. Okay, so with the safety sensor wire, it's going to be the same thing as the wall button. You're just going to pull that wire out, strip it down until you expose the red and black wire. Okay, time to prep the safety sensors. You're going to need those. You're going to need sensor brackets. So let's lay these together. So I'm going to start prepping these sensors for a pre-wired application. So let's get after it. Okay, there's one sensor. Let's get the other one. Alright, let's go mount these to the track. Alright, so the safety sensor wire has a black and white wire. The pre-wire has a black and red. So just go ahead and match up the colors that we do have. So we have a black and a black. So let's tie the blacks together and we'll go the red and white together. Just like that, we got black and black and we got red and white. I'm gonna get some wire caps and put on here. So yeah, put your wire caps back on, stuff that wire back in that box, put a couple staples. Yeah, we don't supply the little white covers that go on here, the electricians do, so you want to leave a little bit of slack so when they do put that cover on, this wire is going to be coming out right in the center of this box. So you don't want to staple it real super tight where, it's going to be hard for them to put that on there. There we go, there's one sensor. Just go to the other side and repeat. Alright, there we go, that one's on there. Okay, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to put the coupler on the machine. I'm going to install the little bracket on the side as well. So let me get to it. Yes, that coupler, just loosen these guys up a little bit and you're going to see small circle, big circle. You're going to put that big circle on there first. There we go. Go ahead and tighten down those two bottom ones. That's something like that. Now this little guy right here. You're going to find these two screws that we're going to need. They're 5/16. Yeah, so this bracket right here, they go in those two holes right there. That's where we get our slide adjustment. So let me go ahead and mount that. Okay, it's gonna look something like that. Okay, so now we got that stuff on there, we're ready to throw this thing up there and mount it. Okay, right there's where we need to be. So I'm going to slip that coupler right over that tube. So as you can see, I need to trim off a little bit of that tube. Alright, got it set in place. We can see our bracket right there. I'm gonna have to do something a little different there to mount to, but shouldn't be a big deal. So I'm gonna spread that out just a little bit. Just like that. I like about a 1/4 inch or so gap. That's kind of my sweet spot. So once you have it on there, just go ahead and tighten these guys down, the last two. Alright, there we go. The coupler is tightened down to the tube. Now I'm going to have to put something back there to mount that to. Alright, so what I ended up doing was the bracket that we mounted down low on the left hand side, I ended up moving it over on the right hand side and bolted it to a piece of punched angle and lagged it up the top, lagged it at the bottom. Tell me if you can see when I operate this door. The machine moves a little more than what I like, so check this out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the punched angle out of there, and then I'm going to nail a 2x4 on the inside, so that way I can lag right directly into a 2x4 that can't move. Yeah, I don't know if the punched angle is giving us that wobble. It really shouldn't, but so I want to see if I can't stiffen it up with a 2x4 back there instead of that punched angle bolted to the machine. Okay, I got the 2x4 back there versus the piece of punched angle. So that should be a lot more stable. Should be a little more solid. So let's check this out, see if it makes a difference. See if the machine wobbles like it was. Definitely, I mean, it's a lot better for sure. It does have a little wiggle to it, but you know, they're all kind of like that. Now on deck, I'm going to put on the cable tension monitor. Let me get the stuff for that, and let's get after that part. So there's our cable tension monitor. LiftMaster recommends that you have this thing as close as the drum as possible. You don't have to have it rubbing against the drum, but it's better the closer you are. You don't want to mount it clear down here or anything. But I happened to look out, there's a 2x4 there. Yeah, if you pull it down, there's a little slot that you can run a lag in, and it holds it really nice and tight if you need like to center mount this thing. And look, I mean, that thing is not moving. That's the part that you always have to figure out, how the heck am I going to mount this thing? But there it is. So I'm going to route the wire up and over and drop it down to where I'm going to need it for the machine. Alright, so wall button is mounted. We got the sensors mounted. We have the machine up in place, mounted to the wall. We got our cable tension monitor mounted in place. So we're running out of stuff to put together, guys. So next on the list is the electronic lock. So check this out. So you want to pull the door all the way to the floor, and then like right above the number 2 hinge. So you got 1, 2. That's where you're going to want to put that lock. So I always just get a Sharpie, and then maybe, about an inch above the roller. Just an inch above the roller, just put a little circle. And then raise the door open. Alright, so we're gonna want to grab one of these stickers they send with, peel the back off, and then that circle we marked on the track, this middle circle, the 3/4 inch circle, that's where we want to put that guy roughly. So there's our little mark. We're just gonna, line it up and then stick it on the inside of the track. So you got something like that. Now it tells you what drill bits to use: 5/16, 3/4, 5/16. So just go ahead and, I'm going to pilot all 3 of these holes with a 5/16, and then get the 3/4 and, make the 3/4 hole. Alright, now you're going to need these and the electronic lock. That's how you do the electronic lock. Alright, so the electricians ran boxes for like a trolley opener. I guess they didn't know that it was getting a side mount. It needed a side mount because we got these walk-in doors here. That one has an in swing, a regular headroom. That door is going to be hitting it, so we had to high lift it. But anywho, back to the electrical boxes. I'm going to have to pull out that wire and route it over to our machine. Good thing is, I know we'll have plenty of wire, so let me get after that and then wire up the machine. That's pretty much it, besides the light and the battery backup. I'm kind of running out of battery juice, so I may have to kind of wrap this up quick, guys, but you get the gist. I definitely want to save some battery power to show you the final end result running this thing up and down. Pretty smooth install. Putting that 2x4 right there in the side. You run into an obstacle and you just got to cross that bridge and just move forward. Figure it out. Come up with a solution, execute, and move on. Yeah, let me finish wiring this thing up. Alright, got it all done, got it all wired up. There's no power here at this job site yet, so I had to set and test it off of a extension cord. There we go, there's the inside. I mounted the LED light right above this pass door. You know, I'm sure I'm gonna have to end up moving it at some point, but for right now I just put it there. But yeah, let's give this thing a ride. Got a little bit of daylight on the left-hand side, but that's, you know, the bottom seal on the door. It's, you know, it's all packaged real tight when it comes, you know, in the cardboard, so it's going to loosen up, and that'll get that all sealed up. High lifted to get us above the pass door. No need setting a clock or anything like that because it's going to be unplugged. Electronic lock. Yeah, so I think putting the 2x4 block back here versus the punched angle was the way to go. You can see that machine just kind of wiggle a little bit, like I said. I think the punched angle was giving it too much, you know, it was flexing too much. So we need to put that 2x4 back here to stiffen it up. Bingo. Yeah, if you're wondering, battery backup, I'm going to set it right there with the remote. You know, I don't want to put that battery in because this machine's not going to be plugged in to charge that guy up. So, but yeah, it turned out to be a real nice job. This is the perfect opener. If you got high lift, vertical lift, it's got the little LED light there. We don't plug that in yet because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to move that eventually. They may not like it there, but for right now, that's where I'm putting it. And that thing works really nice. Bingo. Well, hey, stay safe out there. Stupid coronavirus. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for following me. We're here in Austin, Texas. Peace out.